Dia questo iso sabe hadesti. Ki an ein slon saskani bachchin troba ida chiche. Ene wahne ida chanal aro chaho chol yedo aro yesanasha. Di kujishana nishnat inle wali hotsa. But khanda sta he has tweedon his on in has khani ide bach yesh to an hije na raja ide out chadeg on. Akwa di ko Shinaibe Bahadesti, Leonard Peltier. I'd like to share the words that our brother Leonard Peltier expressed to me to those at this conference. I visited with him about 3 weeks ago. We had a good visit on a Saturday, and we had a sweat lodge ceremony. We prayed, we suffered, we cried. And, you know, he's not in the best of health at this time. And he feels that the prison officials are deliberately denying his medicine. And he wants these letters to keep coming, phone calls on his behalf. You see that number, 202-456-1111, to express to President Obama that he wants to be released. 33 years. Is enough time. He's more than eligible for release from the prison, and he was denied that parole because of the Bush-appointed people that are on this U.S. Parole Commission. So they're very deliberately denying him his freedom, and because of who he represents. And he expressed his support, his respect, his love, and the solidarity to the movement and all of those who put forth their energy to help him. We remember him daily in our prayers and our ceremonies, and you know he wants to be free, and it's been long enough. And just a couple weeks ago, I went to Washington D.C. and met with one of the executive staff assistants for the Obama administration. But I see they're afraid. They didn't really want to talk about his case. They referred me over to the Justice Department and said that it has to go through the pardon attorney and the whole process. So this is where we need your help and all of your people that you're in connection with, the allies that we have, the embassies, the emissaries, the diplomats, the legislators, tribal leaders, senators, U.S. senators, state senators, representatives. We need to reach out and contact all these people to make another effort. I know we've been engaged in this intense struggle, but we got to do it one more time because of who Leonard is. We know him personally. I met him in the streets of Denver in 1970. And I've been visiting him in the United States Penitentiary since 1985. And we do our ceremony, Tache Inipi, using that sweat lodge for cleansing and purification. We pray together and try to inspire him, give him that hope, to keep his hopes up. You know, throughout the years, they've denied him his medicine. He has high blood pressure. He has diabetes. And, you know, he gets depressed. You know, try to keep his spirits up. You know, we want to continue to give him that hope that he can go home and be with his grandchildren, his children, his grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. You know, and it's something that we need to do. And then through this experience, you know, it's been a struggle just to have the sweat lodges in as part of the purification, cleansing, teaching, giving those instructions, and having the pipe and using that tobacco. The Federal Bureau of Prison has gone smoke-free, and they deny the use of tobacco except for a small pinch. And as expressed earlier by my brother about the use of the drum. You know, they are upset when we use the drum to sing, pray in our own language. They're afraid. They say that we're going to use the sweat lodge to tunnel out and escape, that we're going to use these blankets that cover, time together and throw over the fence and escape, that we're singing songs. They say, well, those Indians get riled up. And I said, Chaplain, what do you mean by that? Well, when they start singing, I can see they get real riled up. They start moving, because that's very close to our heart. It gives us some pride and some dignity. And then speaking their language, they're afraid. They're thinking we're plotting, we're going to escape, that we're going to use that sacred fireplace to burn down the prison, which is made out of steel and concrete. So, you know, these racist attitudes and racist remarks are being made almost daily to our people. And Leonard takes a lot of that abuse, emotional abuse and psychological abuse, along with the physical abuse. So because of who he is and what he represents, you know, he represents all of us. So that for that reason, we need to keep continuing to work on his behalf to get him out of prison. And that's when the real reconciliation will occur between the Indian nations, the sovereign Indian nations of this Western Hemisphere, Turtle Island, and the white government, and who they are. And, but he continues to remain strong, but it's real hard for him, because when I see him, he says, Lenny, you got to get me out of here. I don't want to die here in prison. You know, I want to go home. That's what he says. You know, that's very just very simple. So I got 2 minutes here. So we need to pray for our brother and others like him. There's many other Leonard Peltiers in prison, men and women, not only here in the United States, but other parts of the Western Hemisphere who are political prisoners. And we want to pray for them. So I'm going to close here with a prayer for this conference. This conference was very important, very profound. I want to thank the organizers, all the people who put their energy into making this happen. Even though maybe we're less than 1,000 people here, but you know, it's the message that we have is very strong and loud, and it goes throughout the world and inspire other indigenous struggles and inspire other struggles, freedom fighters, political prisoners, and just people who are surviving.